I had to set up for a meeting and want to see if anybody wants to jump into this video. To watching. I'll give it a few minutes to see if anybody else jumps in, and then I can also do some questions. Hey, Sam. Seven watching now. Usually within the first hour of posting a video, I get 50 or so views. So I'm thinking if I'm live now, I should be able to get double digits. I don't know. But I got jeans right here. I'll talk about those if we get to a certain number here. Let's see. Any questions while I wait for other people to jump on? I love you guys comment on these videos all the time, and I really love to see them, love to answer them, and keeps me interested in all of these things. So yeah, if you can see the chat, post a few questions while we wait to see if we can get a few more people. Trendy Butler. I have been subscribed to Trendy Butler for over 6 months. You can look back and see what videos I've done, and I was more impressed with them at first, but I've become less impressed with subscription boxes overall. Right now, I was very into my Stitch Fix box, which I received. I ordered. I'm suspicious, since this is just a live stream, this is just you and me. I'm suspicious about some of the Trendy Butler stuff because I've gotten a few emails and a few comments from people that say that they think that they're favoring my boxes because I do videos, which is understandable from a business perspective, but it's kind of shitty because you're giving customers less of a box, but you're showing people better things. And so Trendy Butler I'm into. I'm still trying to figure out some of where their clothes come from. I just had an exchange with a guy who had gotten jeans from a company that he can't find any information on, and I don't know if it's because they bought inventory of a company that went out of business, or if it's because the company's very new and they just don't have any sort of web presence. And so Trendy Butler, I'd say, is one of the better subscription services that you can get at the price, because 5-4 Club, I think it's better than 5-4 Club. 5-4 Club is very cookie cutter. I don't think the quality of their clothes are very great, but with Trendy Butler, you can get better clothing and more varied brands, versus 5-4 Club is their own internal design, and they're not always the best quality. The jeans that I'm going to talk about retiring are by Bonobos jeans, which the first time I wore them was in November of 2011. So I had these for going on 5 years. But these are a washed denim, which is the Bonobos blue jeans, the plain blue jean. They do have raw and selvage denim. I have a pair of those as well. But they've been one of my go-to jeans. We can talk about the smell and everything, so I'm going to get on there. I'm going to get on there in a few minutes here. Combatant Gentlemen, I have a suit from them upstairs right now. I'm doing a video. I teased this, or I will be posting a video. I ordered a custom suit from Oliver Wicks, Indochino, and Combatant Gentlemen all on the same day, and then I was trying to see how quickly all of them were delivered, and then I'm going to do a comparison of all three of them. So, Combatant Gentlemen, I'll be doing a video on their suits. I know that they also offer shirts, and I ordered some of their shoes like 6 months ago, and I still don't have them. So we'll see here. New young one is very good. She is sleeping very well. She's eating very well. She's gaining weight. She's starting to now have more periods where she's awake, and that's pretty cool because the first few weeks they just sleep all day and all night, and otherwise everything's been very good. So, all right, we got 10. I don't know how long I've been streaming. 5 minutes. So I'll talk about the denim here that I'm going to retire, the denim care that I did to make them last 5 years, which by most accounts you should get a little bit longer than 5, I would guess. And then also talk about a quick channel update on what was going on for the past week. So these are the Bonobos blue jean plain wash denim. So these they came with their styling already done. You can see where they wore on the back pants here. This was from my wallet just over time. I would say I wore these about 2 times a week on average for the past 5 years. And one of the main reasons I need to retire them, aside from the smell, which I'll talk about some of the care there, is that down in the crotch, they ripped right here on both sides of the pants. So they didn't exactly rip like I was walking, and they stretched. Just over time they wore out, and I started to feel a breeze as I was sitting and walking around. So over time these wore through and just kind of ripped and tore. You couldn't see them when I wore them, so I got away with it for the past few weeks that I just wore them and nobody noticed. But after getting some new jeans from DSTLD and Gustin and Bravestar and these other companies you guys have been recommending, they're much higher quality denim, and they're new, and I really want to explore. I have some old nudie jeans that I need to replace and get some new ones for. I'll do an unboxing on them. But the other reason is that they have this kind of smell to them, and it's not like a musty or a dirty smell, but they just smell like 5-year-old jeans. Now, these jeans I washed one time in 5 years. I put them in the washing machine on cold with a very little bit of detergent, and that was because I got mud on them as I was walking, and I needed to clean off the bottoms here. So otherwise, what I did is every, I'd say, month or 2 months, I would throw these in the freezer because I read about, putting them in the freezer helps remove some of the smell. And what I learned most recently as I was going through some denim videos is that it's kind of been debunked, and I would say that in my experience, it doesn't always work. So even leaving them in the freezer, sometimes I'd forget and leave them in there for 3 or 4 days. When I'd pull them out after wearing them one time, they would just go right back to the way that they smelled before. So even after 5 years, they held up well with very light, water exposure, washing, and other forms of cleaning. What I did see on a recent video as well, though, is that you can put them in boiling water, and that should help to eliminate the stench. There's also companies that sell like a denim spray that will remove the smell. I'd say that would be my number one concern for any future denim. So the care that I'm going to be doing on the newer raw selvage denim that I have now is I will probably invest in a detergent spray that is meant to extend the longevity of the jeans, which if you're spending, in some cases, if you go to a Nordstrom, you're going to spend $150 to $200 on selvage denim. If you go to DSTLD or Mott & Bow or some of these other newer companies, it'll be a little bit less, but the fact that you're spending less on the jeans doesn't mean you should take care of them less. So I will probably invest in a jean spray or a jean detergent in order to make them last longer, and we'll see how that goes with the other ones. It's a long time to then try and provide an update on the channel, but as we go, I can talk about how the jeans are faring overall. Let's see, no other questions here. So now the other thing I was going to mention is as a channel update, I was posting videos every day through the week as I was trying to work through a backlog. You guys recommend a lot of companies. I get a lot of product from companies to review, and I posted a video on Monday, which was my style reply giveaway announcement for the winner, and YouTube blocked my channel, and I wasn't allowed to upload for 2 weeks. Now I appealed the decision. They pulled that back and they removed my strikes. But it was very scary to have 2 strikes, and it really puts into context that I'm not in control of you as my audience. YouTube is very much the mediator between these two, which I couldn't do this channel if it weren't for YouTube, because I show up high in the search results, which then you find my videos, and then I understand the whole cycle, but it really just underscores the fact that this relationship is very much YouTube's priority. So I was banned for 2 weeks. They pulled the appeal back, so now I can post again. I will be posting a video tomorrow that I'd planned to post last Thursday, so I'm behind by a few days, but I'll work through those. I've also been kind of incubating a new series, which now that I've got a few of you in the chat here, I want to run this by you because I can tell my wife so many times, and she says yes, do that, and work on that. So one of the series that I have been incubating is to dig deeper into the behind the scenes or the business side of clothing companies. So subscription services are booming right now. I mean, you guys know that I can't even take a look at all the ones that are out there. You've got Bombfell, 5-4 Club, Trendy Butler, Stitch Fix. You have Frank and Oak's version. They have Trunk Club. So there's dozens and dozens of subscription services, not just for clothes, but then you can also get into. I have a box upstairs for Morgan's, which is shampoo and soap and some other products. You also get subscription to Espresso Box and Gentleman's Box. So there's all these subscription boxes. And I think you guys might be interested to learn about some of the business models behind those. Number one, why there's so many of them. Number two, how they make money. And number three, I also have been considering breaking into. I've also been considered breaking into regular retail companies, so I can explain why so many companies are constantly on sale when you're at the mall. So every single store, whether it's men's or women's apparel, is always on sale. I want to break down if you're actually getting a good deal at the outlets, because little do most people know you're not actually getting that good of a deal at like a J. Crew outlet or a Gap or a Banana Republic outlet or even Brooks Brothers outlets. So seems like a good idea. Appreciate that feedback. So I want to get into not only the business of the future, so I very much focus on internet companies, and which is why you see a lot of Mizzen and Main and Frank and Oak and Trendy Butler and the subscription services. So that's where I'm highly interested in, but also my background and my day job is in traditional retail. So I can take what I understand about traditional retail and break down the future of retail and where we're all headed, why you see so many men's clothing companies right now, why you see so many of those pop up in subscription services, but also to break down a little bit more on the traditional side of retail. So that's pretty cool. I like that you guys like it. So I've been incubating that for a while. I have some thoughts and ideas scripted out on what I would do for that. I'm trying to figure out the right format because I do a lot of videos up in my office. I can't work up there as much now with the newborn, so I'm thinking about trying to find a place where I can use a whiteboard and draw a little bit more. I have some animation background as well. I used to create videos for a lawyer, and so I have that experience, but that takes a lot of time, so it might just be easier for me to talk about it right on the board and get a little bit further into the details there. I don't know if you guys know, but you're not getting a good deal at the outlets, and so I do want to kind of break that down. So those are my jeans. That's my channel update. Couldn't post for a few days, but future videos, not only am I working on my suit comparison, I have my dress shirt list that you guys have really contributed to, and I'll be getting into that, but also to look a little bit deeper into the business model side of things. And I'm trying to figure out the right cadence of video. I can't keep up the 5 video per week deal that I've been going, where I was posting one every day. That was purely because I had so many products to work on. For a while, I was doing Mondays and Fridays, just to have some sort of schedule and regularity. I don't know that I could do 3 a week with my current workload at work and having a newborn baby, but maybe if I do product or brand reviews on Monday and Wednesday, and then maybe this business model one on Friday, I could work that out. But for now, I'll try my best to keep doing Mondays and Fridays for videos with no exact structure on what type of videos those are, just to keep up with the companies that ship me things and the companies that you guys want to see. Looks like we got another question here. Suits. Yes, your question on suits. So I think I mentioned this earlier in the stream, and I don't know that I mentioned it in any videos, but I just ordered suits from Oliver Wick's Indochino and Combatant Gentleman, the made-to-measure suits, and I ordered them all on the same day. I waited. That was 3 or 4 weeks ago, and now they've all come. They all came in different delivery windows. But I have my Oliver Wicks video done. That should be up tomorrow. And then I still haven't opened my Indochino one because I always wait to open those until I have the camera running. And to do that, I have to get my hair, I have to fix my hair, I have to shave and everything, and make sure the kids are asleep. So uh, I'm not sure when you need to buy one, but so far Oliver Wicks was extremely impressive. And not as a spoiler to my video that'll be going up tomorrow, but I love the suit. I I want to sleep in that suit. It's incredible. And what I want to do is one to compare those three companies because those are all well. Indochino and Oliver Wicks are both made to measure. Combatant Gentlemen, they're made to measure. I couldn't really figure out how to order them. When I went online to order it, they had a very long lead time that I couldn't have incorporated into the video, so I just bought one of their regular suits. And Suit Supply, I have one of their dress shirts, but I didn't get to try their suits. But three people that I work with all have Suit Supply suits, and they really love those. So those were the three that I chose for this video. Suit Supply is another good one. Indochino, I know that they're running a promotion with the Art of Manliness so that you can get one of their suits for like $398. The one that I ordered was just about $500, but I also threw in a vest. What I can say about the Oliver Wicks one so far is that the material, the wool that they use, is the same high quality wool that Bonobos uses in their suit jackets, which are well over $500. So not only are you getting a made-to-measure suit, but you're getting almost the identical construction and fabric that you'd be getting out of a much pricier type of jacket. And so I am looking forward to diving into those a little bit more. I hadn't had a navy suit in my collection. I had various blazers, and I had a gray suit and some other things, but now breaking into this is very exciting. If you do order from Oliver Wicks, I'll have a code that you can get a free dress. If you use my link, you'll get a free dress shirt as part of your suit order, and then they'll give me a free dress shirt. So win-win on that if you use them. I don't know what Indochino's deal is, but I can work on there. TJ Grand Frank. Somebody just commented that I should check out Grand Frank, and so they will be in my dress shirt roundup. I think I already ordered one of their dress shirts based on somebody's comment, and so there's a lot to look at. That's the thing is, you guys comment. Not only do I find a lot online, people reach out to me, but you guys comment on a lot. And there's only so many hours in a day. I wish I could do this full time, but no, I really like to work on this between 5 and 7 in the morning, and then some weekends I get to throw it in there too. So, it's 8:42 in the East Coast. If you guys don't have any other questions, I was thinking I might get more than a handful of you, but hey, it's my first time. I've never streamed before on YouTube, so I thought this would be interesting. If you guys have any other questions, I'll probably sign off in a few minutes here. Covered the things I wanted to. Talked about the channel. Talked about the denim. Office packages. 5-4 Club. Sport. Yeah, I'm working on more giveaways. There's a company that reached out to On You, the company that I just reviewed this week. They offered to do a giveaway to the channel, and I mean all of their stuff's $100 or more. So I'd like to give that stuff away to you guys. Oh yeah, I hope the 5-4 Club stuff was good. I think Sport 214. You might have sent me a picture. People seem to be happy with their stuff. The Holland Madden shirts, the video that I did for them, I think they're absolutely one of the best dress shirts that you can buy. I have been subscribed to them for over 3 years, and I've only thrown away one of their shirts, and that was because it was a light blue shirt, and I wore it all the time, and I got a yellow stain around the collar just from sweating in it. But to me, they hold up as well, if not better, than the dress shirts that you'll see from a company that's over $100. So I really like their dress shirt. Their white dress shirt, I have two of them that I've gotten in the regular rotation. I have one that's a semi-spread collar, and then I have one that's a pinpoint collar. So the Holland Madden, I'm a huge fan of. Yeah, so big fan of Holland Madden. I think you pay a little bit more when you order just a single shirt, and then in the regular subscription, it's $150 for each delivery. You get three shirts, so it's $50. I want to say they charge you $68 just to get the white shirt. I like. I'm set to their every 3 month cadence. The problem that I have now is not only do I have a ton of Holland Madden shirts, which I showed in my video, but I'm also getting dress shirts from many other companies now, and I'll probably have to turn down my subscription, and I'll have to let them know here. Shirt. They've changed the Frank. This is from Tom. The Frank and Oak. Yeah, I too am impressed with their quality to price. When they first launched a few years ago, I think they launched in 2011 ish, maybe late 2010. They're all of their stuff. They were their main marketing tagline was great clothing for under $50. So everything on their site was under 50. And as they've gone into slightly higher price points, they've increased their quality at the same time, which is why I don't really care that they've raised their prices. But I don't know what their current dress shirt names are. I just wore one today that's my absolute favorite. The other things that I recommend from them are their sweaters. Even though most of their sweaters are a 50-50 wool acrylic blend, I have 3 or 4 of them that I received my first year of Frank and Oak, which was in 2011 when I first signed up, or 2012. I always try to correlate with where I was living at the time with what year. But I have sweaters from them that have lasted many years. They are timeless. The ones that I've ordered are timeless. They have some in there that don't hold up so well. But their Donegal wool sweater, I can tell you, it has been one of my absolute favorite sweaters from them. I have a white one from several years ago with brown patches, and I had it in my last box. I had the green one with the green patches, and I think that's one of their best sweaters. Any of their sweaters I think are great. Their blazers fit a little odd. I mean, they're great for off the rack. I've gotten each of them tailored that I kept, but I do have a blazer from 4 years ago. It was a corduroy blazer, something very kind of informal but stylish, and it's not timeless. Corduroy goes in and out, but still looks pretty good right now. Then the shirts, the shirts from them, if depending on the shirt that you have now, I would look into their tall sizes because that's what I usually have to get. I always order a small tall. They're a little bit longer in the sleeve, a little bit longer in the body, but that's all up to you. Style Lab. I'm surprised. Nailed the fit. Yeah, I have a lot of trouble with fit, and I've seen other channels review Men's Style Lab. I assume it's almost identical to Trunk Club, where you pay for the items you keep, and they're a little bit higher price. But it's just like my Stitch Fix box. I mean, I paid $125 for Scotch and soda pants, but that's essentially what you'd pay for them if you just order them from their website. And it's Stitch Fix. I set my prices higher because I'm willing to pay a little bit more for their stuff. Yeah, their sweaters. Today, well, just an hour ago, I had a wool cardigan from Frank and Oak that unfortunately got eaten by moths in my closet. I packed all my sweaters away, and the whole back was chewed up by moths, and it was one of my favorite cardigans. I used to wear it all the time. It was very yeah, my cardigan. I gotta silence my phone here. Yeah, I like the cardigan. I had to throw it away today. Very sad end of an era for that guy, but it's cool. You guys have great questions. You always leave good comments, and I appreciate it here. Coming up on 25 minutes. Thought I'd do a little impromptu video, and I'm looking forward to getting you some videos this week. I'm looking forward to the rest of the stuff I have for October. Really appreciate the nice feedback on my idea for my business model videos. Maybe now that I've said it publicly, I'll have to get them out a little bit sooner. I'll also be doing. I just got the Casper pillows. Let me run. Okay, how many people do we have on here? We have 11 people left. I just got the Casper pillows, which they're $75 for a pillow, which is in some realm it's very expensive, but you pay for what you get. I don't know. I like the pillow so far, but I have an unboxing recorded for that I'm going to post. But what I say in that video, and this is like your sneak peek here. Um, what other brands do I like? I can't see the rest of that comment. When I first started this channel, if you go all the way back to my very first Frank and Oak video, which was January of 2015, I teased at the end of that video that I was going to review my mattresses. What I did in December of 2014 is I ordered Tufts and Needle, Casper, and Lisa mattresses. I slept on all three of them for 10 days, and I kept my sleep tracker stats. And then I was going to do a video. This was one of the key culminating ideas that I had when I was starting this channel, is that I was going to do a in-depth comparison of those three mattresses and talk about why the current mattress industry was so terrible and high markups and everything else. And then I was going to compare that to the three mattresses. I slept on a Tempur-Pedic mattress, and I have the sleep data. And I was going to do this whole big series on the mattresses, and I never did anything with it. So I have video of my unboxing from 2.5 years, 2 years ago, and I never did anything with it. So I think now I'm just going to do a quick video on why I sleep on the Casper every night and showing the sleep data from my trial, and just get something out of the way. Part of that is that if anybody is interested in the Casper mattresses or Tufts and Needle or Lisa, I have the referral codes, and if you use my referral codes, that helps to essentially fund the rest of the videos that I do. And yeah, I don't know if you guys would be interested. You guys, I mean, my BMW video has been doing very well. I was surprised at the views on that. So maybe if I go a little bit outside of the realm, I'm also want to talk about, I got Solar City installed as well in my house, and I want to talk about that process as well. What other brands do I like besides the subscription boxes? Makeover videos. You know what's funny, Alex, about that idea is I said to my wife a year ago. I subscribed to Alpha M, and I've seen his videos. They were some of the original videos that, as I was doing my kind of not inspection but evaluation on doing a YouTube channel. I mean, you can't not most. I would say in a Venn diagram, when I look, sometimes when you guys comment, I'll click through your channels and see what else you guys subscribe to. I'd say that 95% of you are subscribed to Alpha M. He has great tips. He has great advice. And he's I would say him and Real Men, Real Style are like the two number 1 and 2 in the YouTube world, right? And what I said to her a year ago is I said, what if I did a series where I would do makeovers to guys? I could go to their houses, and I could go through their closets, and I could recommend clothing. Because I also think about, there was an episode of Made on MTV several years ago where the guy wanted to be made into a ladies' man, and this is what they had a professional come in and change his style and everything else. And I thought about doing that, but it's like it would be very time consuming. I don't know how good I am. I would be good at applying my style to other guys, which would be go out and buy tighter pants and better fitting clothes, and these figure out your patterns. And so I thought about doing that. I liked the idea where it'll work on my eye contact. That's what I'm always trying to work on at work as well, is trying to make eye contact with people as I'm talking to them. Style Reply, which I did a video on, I think it's a really cool service, and what I had considered doing as well is I could then sign up on Style Reply to be one of the professional stylists, and then I could do these one-on-one sessions, but then I would also have to justify charging for my time, which if you look on there right now, most of the stylists are $80 to $100 an hour, and then I would be concerned that I could deliver $100 an hour in value to a person, but I need to charge so much because I have kids and a family, and I got this other stuff, and so I've definitely considered doing one-on-one sessions. I would be weary or hesitant that I would have a large enough audience that I could support the time trade-off between those two. I know there's a lot of guys that might want it but couldn't pay for it, and then I wouldn't want to discount. And so yeah, I've definitely thought about it. Yeah, definitely look at the BMW. The 2017s have a bigger battery. You can get the range extender, so you can go a little bit further. I absolutely love mine. And just today, I drove 80 miles in one day. I had to go to a few different family things. I came back with like 10% of battery and zero range anxiety. It's just, I think it's the coolest thing. All right. Well, thanks for the great question, guys. And look forward to seeing you guys this week as I post things. Yeah, you guys right here, Alex, Sport, Stacy, Tom, all of you guys that are in here, I think are some of the people that watch my videos when I first post them, and I can't tell you how rewarding that is to know that there are people out there that just want to see what I do every week. And I think that I was just telling a friend today that the more that I could, if I didn't have a family to support, then this is something that I would absolutely try and do full time. And other YouTubers, you have to hit a certain peak where you can make enough money to do this. And so it's definitely something that I've considered and been working on. And so very very exciting stuff. I think it's a really cool space to be in right now, and I hope I can help more guys out. And I love watching my subscriber count climb. I love watching my views climb, and I try and reply back to as many comments as I can. I'm starting to get to the point now where I get 3 to 4 comments every single day across all my videos, so it's getting tough to reply to every single one of them, but I'll try and keep up as I can. So appreciate you guys jumping on here. Now I'm going to shut this off, but I don't know what this will look like for anybody else. Maybe I'll just keep this between us and hide it on the channel. We'll see. I don't even know how to end it. Let's see. Good night, guys. Thanks.